Ethanol is a type of alcohol and its chemical formula is C2H5OH. It is part of a group of compounds called alcohol, which all have something called a hydroxyl group. That's just a fancy name for an oxygen and hydrogen atom together written as OH. Ethanol is a clear liquid that can catch fire easily. It has a slight smell and is used in many ways around us. In industries, ethanol is used as a cleaner or solvent, and it to help make other chemicals. It's also added to fuel for cars to help reduce the use of petrol. When it's mixed with gasoline, it's called gasoline. Ethanol is also the kind of alcohol found in drinks like beer, wine, and whiskey. It's made naturally when yeast break down sugar in fruits and grape. This process is called fermentation and has been used for hundreds of years. The proper or IUPAC name for this chemical is ethanol, but people also call it ethyl alcohol, grain alcohol, simply drinking alcohol. If we look at its structure, ethanol has 2 carbon atoms, 6 hydrogen atoms, and 1 oxygen atom. The OH group is connected to one of the carbon atom. This is what makes it an alcohol. Because it has the OH group, ethanol belongs to the alcohol group of chemicals. It's also part of the alcohol family called a homologous series. That means it is one in a group of alcohol that are very similar but with different number of carbon atoms. So in simple words, ethanol is a small molecule with many bits used. We use it in factories, in fuel, and everyday products. It's also something we find in drinks made from natural processes like fermentation.
Let's begin by discussing in the physical properties of ethanol. Ethanol is a clear, colorless liquid that is completely transparent. It has a characteristic odor that's pleasant, mild, and somewhat sweet. One of the most important features of ethanol is its flammability. It is highly flammable and can catch fire easily when exposed to heat, spark, or flames. Because of this, it's often used in fuels due to its ability to burn efficiently. In terms of temperature, ethanol has a boiling point of 78.5 degrees Celsius, which means it vaporizes into gas at this temperature. This is lower than the boiling point of water, which is 100 degrees Celsius. Ethanol also has a very low melting point of negative 114 degrees Celsius, meaning it freezes at extreme cold temperature. This allows it to remain in liquid form under most normal conditions. Finally, let's talk about solubility. Ethanol is a good solvent, meaning it can easily dissolve many chemical substances. It mixes well with water. This is called mixability. Ethanol can also mix with various organic liquids like oils, acid, and fats, making it very versatile in chemical application. Moving on to the chemical properties of ethanol. Firstly, we have the oxidation reaction. When ethanol is oxidized, it produces aldehyde and ketone and can eventually form acetic acid, as shown in the reaction. Another key chemical property is the combustion of ethanol. When heated, ethanol reacts with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water, and it burns with a distinct blue flame. Next, we have the dehydration of ethanol. Under acidic condition, ethanol can undergo dehydration. This means it loses water molecules. When this happens, alkenes are formed. For example, in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid and heat, ethanol converts into ethylene and water. This reaction demonstrates the chemical versatility of ethanol, making it useful not only in fuel but also in industrial and laboratory processes.
Benefit of ethanol. The first one is renewable resources. Ethanol is primarily produced from biomass sources like corn, sugarcane, and cellulosic material. As a renewable alternative to fossil fuel, it supports energy independence and reduces reliance on non-renewable resources. The second one is reduce greenhouse gas emission. When produced sustainably, ethanol can have a lower life cycle greenhouse gas emission compared to gasoline. This is because the plant used in ethanol absorb CO2 during growth, helping offset emission from combustion. The third one is improved octane rating. Ethanol has a higher octane rating than regular gasoline. Blending it with gasoline enhances engine performance and reduces knocking. The uses of ethanol. The first one is fuel for a vehicle. Ethanol is widely used in transportation sector as a fuel or fuel additive. It is blended with gasoline in various proportions and is also used in vehicle design to run on pure ethanol. The second one is industrial solvent. Ethanol is an effective solvent used in industry to produce ink, adhesive, pharmaceutical, and many other chemical products due to its ability to dissolve a wide range of compounds. The third one is disinfectant and antiseptic. Thanks to antimicrobial properties, ethanol is a key ingredient in hand sanitizer and antiseptic, widely used in healthcare, household, and personal care products.
Now let's move on to the chemical reaction of ethanol. Ethanol undergoes various chemical reactions, and one of them is esterification. In this reaction, ethanol will react with carboxylic acid to form an ester. To act, this reaction must be in the presence of an acid catalyst, and usually a concentrated sulfuric acid is used. We get an example of esterification reaction. In this given reaction, ethanoic acid reacts with ethanol to form ethyl ethanoate and water as the byproduct. The next chemical reaction is an oxidation of alcohol. In this reaction, alcohol will react with an oxidizing agent, such as acidified potassium permanganate. The product of this reaction depends on the type of alcohol used. For instance, primary alcohol will be oxidized to an aldehyde in the first oxidation and it will become a carboxylic acid if further oxidized. This process is called a complete oxidation of alcohol. Meanwhile, secondary alcohol will produce a ketone as a product. And lastly, the tertiary alcohol will have no reaction since there is no presence of hydrogen in it. To conclude, ethanol is a type of alcohol that is widely used in industries for its significant physical and chemical properties. Its ability to act as an industrial solvent, fuel, and disinfectant, along with its role in numerous chemical reactions like oxidation, combustion, and esterification, and its physical properties, which is a good solvent, highly flammable, and its ideal melting and boiling points, highlights its importance in both industrial and everyday application. It is a crucial component of creating a more sustainable future due to its renewable nature and possible environmental advantages. Knowing about ethanol makes it easier to see how beneficial and significant chemistry can be in its product.